All right, how you guys doing today?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. What's up?
Not much. We're Reckless Sidekick Productions. We're here at Free Comic Book Day at Most Excellent Comics.
Cool.
We got our Hero Envy graphic novel.
Nice.
It's a compilation of the 3 issues of Hero Envy. And for what people don't know is Hero Envy is basically a sitcom done in comic book form. It's Big Bang Theory meets Fantastic Four. It's like 4 geeks that get sent on this galactic adventure to stop an intergalactic bully from taking away everything's fun in the universe. And along the way, they have to stop at a comic book convention, and then eventually on the villain's lair on Mexicana Prime.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So we put a lot of love in this comic. It took us like 3 or 4 years to produce it. It's full color. We got the graphic novel picked up by Diamond Comics.
Oh, nice.
In stores across the country. So if anyone out there sees this, they go to any of your local stores, you might be able to get it. We also got it on the Comixology app a couple weeks ago, so you can download it digitally. And also for Free Comic Book Day, it is available free this weekend on Drive-Thru Comics. So anybody who wants a digital copy, go to Drive-Thru Comics and grab the #1 off of there for free for their iPads and phones.
Nice. Now I couldn't help but notice your T-shirt.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Classic.
Yeah, seriously.
Recognizes
Yes. Now, are you big fan of Al Bundy?
Oh, how can you not be? 4 touchdowns in the big game. Remember?
Yeah, absolutely.
It was between this shirt or the No Ma'am shirt. Remember No Ma'am?
Oh yes, I was just going to actually ask you about that. Do you have a No Ma'am shirt? But you're actually a comedian too. Do you put any type of comedy in these books?
Yep. All the dialogue, everything in there is written by myself. So a lot of the jokes are, a lot of pop culture references, and I know this stuff like the back of my hand too, like comics. And
see, the premise with Hero Envy, it started off being writing something that all geeks can relate to. We were really because we actually predate Big Bang Theory. We started this
years.
We started putting up webisodes in 2005, and so basically what we wanted to do was make something that everybody could understand. Like they would have who's going to pay the rent. They would have like a cartoon marathon. They would just keep playing it until somebody dropped, and whoever didn't drop didn't have to pay the rent. But it was stuff like that, which was the premise of it.
Nice.
And so we did about 30 episodes online. So also for your viewers, these are all available on YouTube and at our website, heroenvy.com, if anyone wants to watch all the 30 episodes. We also do a podcast called the Swatcast, where we just talk about pop culture, and we interview people, and we just do a list kind of show, like where we do top 3 superheroes of all time, top 3 comics, all that kind of stuff. So
nice.
There's tons of entertainment at the Hero Envy website. So
good.
Definitely jump on there.
Well, he does his comedy. I also expanded my role. I write for Back Issue Magazine and the Jack Kirby Collector.
And he was on Comic Book Man a few weeks ago on the season finale.
Very cool.
Yeah, I do. I also run Saturday Morning Collectibles, and I have probably the most rare vintage Marvel superhero memorabilia on the planet. So I also put on seminars, and I tell people, I appraise people's items and stuff. Sponsored by the Boston Fine Arts Museum, so I get paid for good.
Nice. That was good.
So I do that, and Comic Book Men called up, and I might probably be on. They called me again, so I might be on the next season.
Nice.
More vintage pieces.
Very cool. We'll definitely look out for the show, and we'll look out for Hero Envy and the Back Issue Comics, and then we'll look out for you. What convention are you going to?
We'll start this off because I was already in Salem.
Let's see what's
We'll be at the both Medicons. I'll be doing stand-up for Mitch's show in August.
The Comic-Con with 2 N's.
If anyone sees this and they want to see me do stand-up,
And you're going to be at Kineticon too?
Kineticon, yeah.
Nice. What are you doing for Kineticon?
Rhode Island Con.
Cool.
So we'll be separated because I do my business on the side, and I do all the toy shows and all the Comic Cons and everything. Sometimes I'll see Keith. Sometimes we come together. And I'll throw.
So you do? Wait a second.
But we do. This is a special day because we haven't been together in a long time, so I decided to come here. But I'll be in South Attleboro tomorrow. I do all the toy shows all over New England and New York and New Jersey.
Anyone looking for stuff? Call this guy.
Now you do appraisal of toys. You do appraisal of comic books. Comic books.
When I put on my seminars, I teach people how to grade comics. Yeah, that's right. I teach them how to grade comics, the value of comics, and toys, the history of toys, everything. So when they come to me and I appraise it, just like it's like an Antique Roadshow, but it's all pop culture.
So I have one question for you then. How do you feel about like the CGC?
With the CGC?
Comic Book Grading Company.
I'm personally a raw guy. A raw guy. I like them raw. But
I think everybody likes it raw.
Absolutely. But CGC is good for. Well, but the thing that people don't understand is there's some comics out there that are worth more not CGC or PGX. Because sometimes a comic will be bright, vibrant, and it has like a little flaw in it that you can sometimes get more money for it. Where if you get CGC, you get that's the grade and that's what it is, and no matter you can't do anything about it. But for me,
Gotcha.
I don't care. I make money either way. But if it's a 9.0 and I can get 3,000 for it, or if it's not 9.0 and it's not great and I can still get 3,000 for it, it's all the same. But
you'd like him, sure he'll sign that.
I get the higher end collectors will usually get the CGC because sometimes because it's a guaranteed it's that. But you know what? I've had cases where people have got like let's just say a 7.5 and they took it out and sent it to another place and they got like an 8.5. So it's all what you prefer, I think.
That's true.
It's all money. It's all money.
Yeah. But then, like, too, the thing is once it's encapsulated, you can't read it either. You got to have them open it up.
That's why I like it raw.
Yeah.
No, because it's seriously.
Me too.
I'm an old school collector. I respect anybody. That's how I make my living. You want the high end stuff or the low, but I mean you have to touch it, you have to smell it, you have to feel it because there's so much more about a comic book. Like even today with like the digital stuff, I don't know. I can't figure it out. I need to smell it. I need to have. If you want to smell what childhood if you want to know what childhood smells like, go pick up a 1960s Marvel Silver Age book, open it up, give it a whiff. That's heaven for me.
Yeah, seriously. Well, there you have it.
You missed that. I missed that. The grind. I don't like the perfect coloring. I love when they use the presses and then it kind of moves and you see for me, that's magic. I grew up with this stuff, so it's like
cool.
Since I was 3 years old reading comics, and then sure it doesn't fit the mold of today's technology, but there's something still so special about that newsprint and stuff. The smell on your fingers that just is absolute magic for me.
Yeah, that's true. How do you feel about that?
I agree.
Good. Well, there you have
How
it.
much he loves his. Look, show him the thumb. When he's into a good comic, wait, compare. See this thumb right here? Then look at this thumb.
Oh,
this
man.
All chewed up?
Yeah.
Because when he likes and reads his comic, show him, Keith. He's gnawing on that thing like a ham hock.
You guys are funny. Nice.
Thanks, Mom.
All right, well, thank you guys very much. And how late are you going to be here till today?
We'll be here till the end, I think.
When is the end?
To the end? Well, I got the noose in the car.
Oh, jeez. We're going to have to edit that out.
5:30 tonight. That's why I got out of it.
Awesome.
Oh, wait, so you can reach me if you got anything to sell, buy. You want to buy?
He only takes 90s.
No, that's right. 90s and up. Keep it.
I got to issue one of Walking Dead.
Yeah, see, I don't do that because everybody's got issue one of Walking Dead. It's out there. I know it goes for money, and I know I go for more. But if you want to sell it to me, I'll give you $5 for it, and then I can turn it around for 100, bring it out. But seriously, if you want, if you're looking to buy, sell, or trade anything, or if you want something appraised, if you're just looking, contact me at John Stretch, that's STRETCH at live.com, John, John, or my number is 617-538-5633. Give me a call and we'll do some Saturday morning collectible. Saturday morning, because the best cartoons and the best time of life was always on Saturday morning.
I was going to ask you that. Does Saturday morning have anything to do with the cartoons?
Saturday, that's what it's all about. But it's not just the cartoons, it's also the cereal in the morning.
Yeah.
The cereal.
Speaking of breakfast cereal, you know they got the comic books that they're re-releasing for DC and the breakfast cereals, General Mills. I just picked up 2 boxes today of Reese's Peanut Butter Puffs.
So what do they put in the comics?
Yeah, it's like a small mini comic.
Yeah. See, but we're talking about like when you like the old boxes though, like when they did this year.
I remember that.
Series at Target they put out the retro, and there's something magical about cereal. Cartoons, Super Friends, that kind of stuff. And even
I remember those.
Remember those commercials like, I can walk like a penguin. Remember that? Well, I grew up.
New England Aquarium.
That black kid, this is my fingers. Remember that kid? Like,
that's awesome.
This is my face. I mean, but there's something so magical about that.
I remember that.
You know, he's on the bed with his, he looks something like J.J. Walker or something.
Okay.
But it's not,
Oh, man.
But seriously, there's something about the Saturday mornings with the what did you get, 5, 7?
Yeah.
You know, those big.
Oh, yeah.
And if you were lucky, yeah, the rabbit. And if you were lucky, you would have the remote that had 3 buttons. Remember that? That was magic. But as I was saying, something with the comics, the cereal, the cartoons, it's all one big mesh of just magic.
Yeah.
Nice.
Magic.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you.
That's what we represent.
Well, thank you guys very much. And good luck today, and good luck in the future endeavors. And why don't you tell us where we can get a hold of you?
In the box.
It's HeroEnvy.com. Go there. It has links to everything: our Facebook page, our Twitter. I usually run all that stuff. And then you can get my personal one off of there as well.
Cool.
It's the best place to get us. HeroEnvy.com.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you guys for coming out to Free Comic Book Day, and
thanks for coming by, man.
Hey, anytime.
Talking to TV shows and
sure.
like that, you know.
I'll take some of those free comics and I'll turn around and sell them for $5 each in 6 weeks and get them today.
You heard it from them first, so make sure you come out today to get your books, or else you're going to be paying for it. All right, guys. We'll see you later.